It was a game that had a lot of hype, as you might imagine. Wisconsin and Ohio State, a couple of top 10 teams meeting at Camp Randall Stadium. 4 quarters, not enough time to decide a winner as it goes into overtime. Ohio State able to score a touchdown on its possession. The Badgers were stopped 4 yards short as the Buckeyes win in the extra session, 30-23. We'll hear from some of the players. Big night for Corey Clement on the ground. Jack Sitchie as well. 15 tackles for the inside linebacker, including 3.5 behind the line of scrimmage. Our senior salute this week, we focus on wide receiver Rob Wheelwright. We'll also have our weekly sit-down with head coach Paul Chryst. All coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
Hornibrook in the shotgun, back to throw, pressure coming. Hornibrook throws right side, wide open, got it! Touchdown, Wisconsin! Jazz Peavy wide open, right side of the field, and it's 9-0 Wisconsin.
Well, I had pretty much a fade route from the slot, and the defender over me, it looked like he may have had a misalignment or miscoverage or something like that, so instantly I knew like this ball's probably coming to me and it was wide open. So I mean, just a perfect throw, like you said, pretty throw, pretty everything.
Wally in the backfield with him, back to throw, Hornibrook. He'll throw it deep to the left side for Peavy. Got it at the 50-yard line to the 45 of Ohio State and taken down. Oh, what a pass. Hornibrook to Peavy. Play clock at 7. There's Samuel in motion left to right. Now comes back to the left. Snap to Barrett. Rolls off to his left. Chased by Watt. The throw to the end zone. Diving. Picked off by Dakota Dixon in the end zone. He picks off J.T. Barrett. Another big play by the Badgers defense.
We can compete with these teams no matter what people say we can do. We know that we can go out and play toe-to-toe with these teams, which is nice to say, and it's nice to say you didn't get blown out, but you want to win. I mean, it's never going to be nice to sit back and, oh, well, we almost won, that's good, but we need to win these games. To play that hard and to come up short, it hurts, and we got to win.
A defensive clinic brought to you by Jack Sitchie. To the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Goodbye. Touchdown, Corey Clement. Pressure coming from Beagle. Oh, he was shot out of a cannon. Win number 10 for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The Badger Sports Report is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. By Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. By UW Health, UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the Wisconsin Badgers.
Go Badgers!
There are 5,757,564 residents of the state of Wisconsin. At Pick and Save, we're proud to be here for every one of them. Keeping the quality up and the prices down. Because 14,023 of those Wisconsinites are us. Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Introducing. It's what Mercedes-Benz has been doing since 1886. Introducing the world to the first automobile. Introducing over 100,000 patented breakthroughs. Introducing innovations in performance, safety, and pure driving pleasure. This year, we're introducing the youngest, most dynamic lineup in the world. All from the car company that needs no introduction. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Pistol formation. First down, Barrett, option left. He'll toss it to Samuel, and he gets chopped down behind the line of scrimmage. That was Jack Sitchie over there for Wisconsin, loss of a couple.
Ohio State wins in overtime on Saturday night, 30-23 over Wisconsin. And joined now by head coach Paul Chryst. I was talking to you and then Jack Sitchie on the radio after the game, and I admitted to Jack that this is lousy timing for this question, but once the sting of the result goes away, this team has proven now in consecutive games, actually proven all year, that it can roll with the big dogs, as they're labeled in the league. I mean, it's no consolation. You say there's no moral victories, but you guys know that. I think they know they belong out there with these guys, don't they?
Absolutely, and yet the thing is they felt that before those games.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why it hurts when you lose them, and against the good teams, that margin of error is so much smaller. And I think that also, when you've got concrete things that you know you can get better at, in a strange way, that gives you confidence. Because if you own those and make a stress to improve upon it, then you know this is real and that's how I can get better. And it was a hard locker room, and because they do have confidence in themselves. And you know, the narratives that have surrounded this team don't really matter to these guys, whether it was in the beginning of the year when it was, oh, how are you going to survive it, and all this. That's why, as a coach, you're appreciative, because you don't worry about the noise getting to the group. And yet, you know what, you knew we're halfway through the season. You know, and we know we've got some big challenges and those opportunities ahead of us. And tonight's, you know, the game against Ohio State was a tough one, and yet there's going to be things that you build on and things that you got to correct, and yet we get to go. And I'm glad we got a week. You know, I don't have to sit through another bye on this one.
One's enough. One bye is
That's
enough.
right. Yeah, and I do appreciate this group a ton, though.
We mentioned after the game how hard it must be for your guys on the offensive line, because you have to do it. You have to do some mixing and matching on the offensive line. In the big picture, that could be a really good thing down the road, getting experience, but it's a tough thing. But did you see some things there? You ran the ball pretty well against a team that's pretty good against it. You saw some things there to build on?
Absolutely, there were. And like you said, you know, there was some shuffling on the deck. You know, David Edwards got some meaningful snaps. You know, Michael moved from guard back to center, and Micah came in really for the first time, kind of back to him feeling like he's healthy. And so there are some things that we're going to look at the film and say, that's good. You know, if we can do that again, we're making progress. I thought the backs did some good things on it, and then there's going to be some of those where, all right, yeah, I know a couple stuck out in my mind. You know, if we just stay on our track, it might be a different type of run. And I thought, you know, the jet sweep gave us something. You know, and Jazz, some of the perimeter blocking. It was there's some stuff to build on, no doubt.
Defensively, you'll always find things to correct, although it played awfully well. But against somebody as talented as J.T. Barrett, I mean, sometimes you got to just do this, could salute the other guy. You can do just about everything right, but this guy's pretty special, isn't he?
And that's what, you know, I think that you want to, you know, we want to try to control as much as we can control. But we all know that's not reality either. You know, and absolutely, I think that was a guy that made a difference. We thought that coming in, and he proved it. And whether it was his escapability, you know, some of the runs that he made, decisions. You know, we thought coming in, he does a great job of kind of facilitating, operating that offense, and then some throws that were clutch throws. You do give him credit, and you top your hat off to him. But at the same time, there's some things that we can own, and the kids feel that, and you appreciate that, and I think that's what gives you a chance to get better.
Yeah, final one for you. And again, I know we touched on it on the radio after the game, the special teams. You know, Ohio State has so much talent, and they can shine there. You didn't really give him a chance to do that, though, it seemed, in this game.
No, that was the fact that it really wasn't a story.
Yeah.
Line of the game was huge, because that was, and I think that was one where the bye did help us preparing, because they give you, not only they have a lot of really good football players on it and some explosive capabilities, they give you a lot of different looks, and I thought the kids did a great job of looking and seeing what was being presented to them, and I was proud of the effort. And and Andy, his first one was a long one, and he was good and had no hesitation. That last drive, I thought it wasn't. Then we had the holding call, and it kind of took us out of rhythm. But I was thinking, if we don't get a chance for a touchdown, let's give him a chance. Mm-hmm. And so there's certainly things to build on, and there's some things that if we can clean up and own, then we got a chance to go forward. Because I love this team and appreciate the way they play.
All right, up next, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Badgers making the bus ride down to Iowa City, 11 o'clock a.m. on Saturday down at Kinnick Stadium. Coach joins us again in a few minutes with this week's Great Dane Great Question of the Week. So we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
It's a bit of a hiccup, but we're going to take this adversity and we're going to be better from it by the end of the year. And I think that's one thing that makes this team so great is we care a lot, so it's gonna matter to us, and we're not going to let it happen again.
This is the mindset we've always had. We've always known we can play at this level with anybody at any time. So I mean, the fact that we're that close, we know that we need to be able to go that much further and that much harder. So I mean, that's really that. Carry that chip on your shoulder every week. Then and we got in the locker room. Coach told us, just remember the feeling. So hopefully everyone does that and come out next week.
Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it feels good right now, because it doesn't. But we work each and every day, and we expect to be at that level. I think the last couple of weeks we came up just short, but we keep improving and make week-to-week adjustments. We expect to be and beating those teams. Those are some tough teams that we got in front of us, so we got to get ready to play those. And then when it's all said and done, we keep improving. We'll get another shot with these guys.
To be honest, man, after last week, the confidence, sick. It sucks. We're up there with some of the top teams in the country, and it's not like we're getting blown out or anything. It's just finishing plays, and it sucks when I miss a sack on 3rd and long, and it would have been a field goal. Maybe he misses it, maybe he doesn't. But when you miss a sack like that and they go down and score a touchdown, you can't not point the finger at yourself there. So certain things like that definitely sting a lot about this game.
First game actually kicking field goals in Camp Randall, so it was nice. Putting that first one through was a huge confidence boost going forward in the game. Obviously didn't know in the moment that any of those kicks were really going to be a factor in the game at all. Just for me, I was just trying to go out there and put some points on the board, help the team, and I'm glad that I was able to help the team get to the point where we were. I just wish I got one more to put the game away.
We all started with Coach Sett. Coach Sett really made a valuable point, and he's saying we're all competing for our jobs. And me personally as a senior, I didn't take that too well, so I really had to step it up and do what I had to do for this team. So I'm happy he said that, and I just got to keep this momentum going into next week. Tonight was definitely one of the games I really want to get the help from my O-line, and especially against Ohio State, who only lets up an average of 90 yards a game. So that's really a blessing just to even surpass that number. So really looking into next week, seeing if I can keep adding on to the numbers.
I think it shows that we can fight, and we're not going to back down no matter who you are, no matter how high you're ranked, whatever. And we feel like we could have done better these past couple games, and we didn't, but we're just going to keep fighting. Focus on next week, beating Iowa, and just keeping it week by week and getting as many wins as we can.
With this level of intelligence, it's a supercomputer. With this grade of protection, it's a fortress. And with this standard of luxury, it's an oasis. Introducing the completely redesigned E-Class 4MATIC. It's everything you need it to be, and more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Here on Bascom Hill, where Wisconsin is getting ready to host ESPN College Gameday for the first time since 2011. We wanted to catch up with some dedicated Badger fans who got here early this morning. Turns out they got here last night.
11:30 p.m. 9 hours. Haven't got the best. You drink, baby. Don't need sleep.
I was here at 4 o'clock. I passed out on Bascom Hill for 2 hours. I'm ready for this. This is great. This is fantastic.
We were at the library last night until about 10, 11 o'clock, and we walked on past Bascom, and they said, what time does the line open? And we were like, 2 a.m. And so set our alarms for 2:30 and got here at 3, and we were 80th in line. Line starts here.
I love the history, the rivalry. I love the emotion of the crowd. Last time we were here for Ohio State-Wisconsin night game, I remember opening kickoff return for a touchdown with David Gilreath and kind of set the tone, big upset.
Their passion for the sport, their dedication to the program, from what I've been able to ascertain over my several visits here for football and basketball, the good people of Wisconsin do enjoy a nice party, and nothing quite set the stage for a party like a big football game. So I think that's one of the things that makes it special.
One of the traditions of College Game Day is, of course, Lee Corso wearing the mascot head of the team he picks to win the feature game. For Badger fans, it was a no-brainer.
Definitely Wisconsin. Wisconsin all the way.
The Badgers. Bucky. Yeah, definitely.
You gonna put a nut on your head? Bucky's way cuter, way more fashionable. Who's gonna win the game?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah, it's the Badgers. Come on.
So even though Corso might have picked Brutus, the thousands of Badger fans who have packed Bascom Hill for ESPN College Game Day agree.
Go Badgers! Woo!
On Wisconsin. For the Badger Sports Report, I'm Ashley Hearn.
Good or better? The Hyundai Elantra versus the Honda Civic. The Elantra has an available hands-free smart trunk. The Civic doesn't. Hyundai was named #1 in customer loyalty 7 years in a row. Honda wasn't. And only one is backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai.
What is that? Excuse me?
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Elantra from Hyundai.
Right now, when you buy Hy-Vee brand products, you get the chance to win up to $2,500 with the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway. Just swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card at checkout, and for each Hy-Vee brand product you buy, you get a chance to win up to $2,500. Winners will be chosen each week for a home visit, and will get $100 for every Hy-Vee brand product in your home. Enter today for a chance to win up to $2,500 in the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway, going on now at Hy-Vee.
Whether you're out there training for a big event or you're just trying to stay in shape, I have a bit of advice. It's important to remember that what happens after the workout is just as important as what happens during the workout. My advice? Be sure to refuel with low-fat chocolate milk. It has the perfect mixture of protein, carbs, and electrolytes to help you refuel, rehydrate, and build muscle. In Wisconsin, athletes win with low-fat chocolate milk. And you can too. To learn more, visit winwithchocolatemilk.com.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the Wisconsin Badgers.
Go Badgers!
This Senior Salute is brought to you by Hyundai.
Been working all these years, and to finally be a senior and go out there with my family, my brothers, and go out there and win close games and beat top ranked teams is great.
knowing no one can stick me, knowing no one can stop me at what I'm trying to do. And I think that's what helped me the most throughout this whole career is just confidence, going out there and playing to my best ability, playing to the whistle blow and going hard every play. Be reliable, be consistent, be a guy that the coaches and my teammates can depend on, and make plays when it comes to me. And that's my whole job, is just to keep guys going, motivate guys and amp them up, but at the end of the day, make my plays and continue to play.
Behind Joel Stavi, play fix, Stavi back to throw, looking, fires, end zone, caught, touchdown Wisconsin! Rob Wheelwright into the end zone. Oh, did he pick a good time to make a big play?
You really get to figure out who you are as yourself when it comes to school and on the field. You face a lot of adversity when it comes to late homeworks or on the field injuries. I've been through so much when it comes to injuries, and it's really made me who I am today, facing adversity. My mom tells me all the time that you know your true colors when you're facing adversity. You see what type of person you are, and I feel like that's really helped mold me into, I feel as if, a great person I am today.
Umagali out to the left, Wheelwright to the right. Blitz coming from Illinois, Houston to throw. Right side for Wheelwright, makes the catch, dives to the end zone, touchdown Wisconsin. What a pass, what a catch, big time play for the Wisconsin Badgers.
My funnest memories is this season. I think it just comes down to this season, just the hard work that we put in, and the fact that we're still being unnoticed, and the fact that we still got to make strides to becoming better. I feel like we can be such a great team, and it's really exciting, and it really makes me happy just to know how hard we worked and to finally see those results. Just motivating us. I feel like for us being the underdogs and us to go out there each and every week knowing that we're the underdogs, it just motivates us to go out there and try to get a win. I know when I'm gone, I'm gonna be hurt just because you don't want to leave. It happened so fast. I just remember yesterday I felt like I was a freshman, and now today I'm a senior. So it's going to hurt, but then again, it's exciting just to create new horizons and just to look back on all the great times that we had here.
There are 5,757,564 residents of the state of Wisconsin. At Pick and Save, we're proud to be here for every one of them, keeping the quality up and the prices down. Because 14,023 of those Wisconsinites are us. Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.
Good or better? The Hyundai Tucson versus the Ford Escape. Estimated fueling costs, the Ford's higher.
Whoa.
Estimated routine repairs, the Ford's higher.
What's happening?
In fact,
guys?
Hyundai has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2016. So again, Ford's higher.
Guys?
That's really high.
Very funny! Ha ha!
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2016 Tucson from Hyundai.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
It's no secret, Quick Trip has the fresh food you need every day. From chips and buns to ripe produce and...
Hey, buddy. You cooking out?
Yeah, I am.
Well, then you're gonna need brats, hamburger, hot dogs.
You bet. Premium fresh meat now at Quick Trip. Right now, Johnsonville brats, 2 packages for $7. Premium meats at your neighborhood Quick Trip.
You saved me a trip.
Hey, wait for me.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on Badger game days. By the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. Presented by Zimbrick European. Test drive the all-new E-Class at Zimbrick European today. By UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for this week's Great Day and Great Question of the Week. Mary from Menasha checking in. Just wants to know, Coach, how much you enjoy having those honorary captains come back here.
I love it. And, there's sometimes it's kids you coach. Last year was a couple that I remember as a kid watching, and had a couple that I've played with. And I think it means a ton. I want to be able to facilitate connecting our team, proud of this group, and I want those who played before to get to know them, and also for the walls to come to life. They've heard stories, they see it. We've got a number of things along the facility that they know who the great players were. I mean, Pete Collins this week and Gabe Creamy. Gabe's an Outland Trophy winner, both All-Americans, and our linemen know about them. And fortunately, Gabe and Pete have been around. They've been at practice, but anytime you can connect the history, the tradition with the current, it's great for both.
Yeah, it's fun. Always fun to see those guys. Those guys are terrific. Obviously, Outland Trophy winner, great offensive linemen, guys who go on to the NFL. Pretty special players. Always good to see them come back. Mary, we thank you for your question. Great day up in Wausau, as well as 4 in Madison, east side of town, downtown, Fitchburg, as well as Hilldale. Coach's radio show returning this week for the Great Day in Hilldale at 6 o'clock Central Time. On the road for the Badgers this week, down at Kittick Stadium in Iowa City, as the Badgers take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Kickoff set for 11 o'clock. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Right now, when you buy Hy-Vee brand products, you get the chance to win up to $2,500 with the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway. Just swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card at checkout, and for each Hy-Vee brand product you buy, you get a chance to win up to $2,500. Winners will be chosen each week for a home visit, and will get $100 for every Hy-Vee brand product in your home. Enter today for a chance to win up to $2,500 in the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway, going on now at Hy-Vee.
A pulse, felt by one, sends a ripple, felt by some. A shiver, felt by many, until it amplifies, magnifies into a tremor that electrifies. Badgers everywhere, moving as one, tilting the world on its axis.
It's no secret, Quick Trip has the fresh food you need every day. From chips and buns to ripe produce and...
Hey, buddy. You cooking out?
Yeah, I am.
Well, then you're gonna need brats, hamburger, hot dogs.
You bet. Premium fresh meat now at Quick Trip. Right now, Johnsonville brats, 2 packages for $7. Premium meats at your neighborhood Quick Trip.
You saved me a trip.
Hey, wait for me.